Hi everyone, I'm Lauren and this is Penny and this is the Chicken Kitchen. So today we're going to talk about crop issues and how to tell if something's going on in there. So if you follow Lisa and I on Instagram, then you know we were both having impacted crops at the same time, both different circumstances. Uh, Lots of things can trigger an impacted crop, whether it's something they ate, something they can't process, maybe they're egg bound. If something's plugged, everything stops. So with Penny, with any chicken, if they puff up and they put their head down in their breast, then that's a sign something's wrong. And I watched Penny the entire day that she did this, and the next morning I noticed that her crop wasn't empty. It was like a water balloon. So I knew she had sauerkraut. And we treat sauerkraut with Monistat. We use the 7-day cream, not for itch, internal use. And we use a half a milliliter twice a day for 3 days. And once you get the Monistat in there, you're going to massage your crop and make sure that it's getting moved around in there and killing the yeast, which essentially is what sauerkraut is. So once I got rid of the sauerkraut, I put Penny back out and I noticed that she still wasn't herself. So I observed her for 2 days, and then on day 2, her crop was not empty in the morning. It was a weird consistency, like silly putty or Play-Doh. I could mold it, and it was awful. I had to figure out a way to dissolve it. So back in the house she came, and I took her off of her feed. Because when you have an impacted crop, you want to keep it nice and moist and loose inside there. So Penny was on cantaloupe, watermelon. I put mealworms on water to make sure that she was getting liquid and protein, scrambled eggs, yogurt, things like that. The more you feed them, the bigger the crop is going to get and more impacted it's going to get. So taking them off of their feed is not going to kill them. Lisa's rooster, Bubba, a beautiful Jubilee Irvington, his crop was huge and he wasn't going to the bathroom at all. So that's when this miracle elixir came into our life. You take a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of chili powder, a half a teaspoon of ginger powder, half teaspoon of baking soda, not baking powder, 2 tablespoons of water, and a squirt of lemon juice. And you're going to mix this up and you're going to syringe it into your chicken's mouth. Now, whenever you are syringing anything in there, you have to use caution, and it always scares me as you could aspirate their lungs. It's not a race. Take your time. I never fill my syringe up more than a half a milliliter to a fourth of a milliliter, because if you squeeze too fast and it shoots down there, so just be careful. Now, for Penny with this mixture, I did it for 2 days, and I did it about twice a day. And I got as much as I could in there, and it took on a different consistency almost immediately, like gum on a hot summer day on the asphalt. It was really mushy. So it dissolved, the mass, after about 2 days, and she passed it, and it was like dough. And with Lisa's rooster, she gave him the mixture, the full dose, 3 times a day. And by the next morning, it was softer. So she gave it to him again, and Bubba fell over dead. She picked up Bubba, and he started to vomit out what was impacted in his crop. So Lisa pulled it out and resuscitated him, and she's amazing. So as she started to look through what was there was straw and pine shavings and a bracelet. So obviously Bubba can't pass a bracelet, and the mixture is not going to dissolve a bracelet, but it did somehow help him pass it, and it helped her dissolve it. So I'm not saying it's a cure-all or that it will work, and use it at your own risk, but it did work for us, and it is more natural than some things. I have heard of people using Ducalax for an impacted crop with success. This I know nothing about. So if that's something you might be interested, you'll have to research that. I've never done that. So that's about it. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to comment. I will try, Lisa will try to help you through this, because if you love your chickens like we do and they're your pets, you'll do anything to save them, and it can be very stressful. So subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Cedar Crest Farm, Extraordinary Hens, and we'll see you at the next Chicken Kitchen. What do you think? Okay, we'll do it one more time.